easiest
Maybe
possible.
we're speaking past each other, like we don't understand the words the other person is using. Like, what do you think an argument is?
I understand perfectly what an argument is. I gave you one, and you didn't give me anything,
No, what?
honestly.
Just tell me
Without
what you
using
think
the
an
Bible.
argument is.
We're not doing this,
Well,
sir. This is not a debate, bro.
Hey, he's asking you a question. I'd respond to the question. What's wrong with asking for clarification?
What was your argument?
I'm an atheist, dude, and I'm saying you're getting really angry for no reason. What the hell was that, dude? Calm down.
Who's that?
Howdy. Are you a theist now?
No.
Okay, why is this guy attacking you like you're a theist?
Well, he's running tag.
I mean, if you're not, yeah,
he's running tag, man.
Howdy's not a theist, dude. Why are you attacking him?
I'm not attacking. I'm
he
just
doesn't
asking
believe
a
in
question.
God. I don't think.
Well, but so what was your argument that was against God?
Was that a question?
To you, yeah.
I've asked the question like multiple times.
You said you provided an argument. What was the argument?
I've asked, can you prove the existence of a God without the Bible, please?
Is that an argument?
It's a question.
So you didn't present an argument.
Yeah.
So we're doing.
I asked.
It's fine.
I asked a question. How is this difficult?
So
Am I speaking a foreign language here?
I guess the basis for an argument. You want to give him the syllogism to make it more clear?
Yeah. Premise 1: if God does not exist, knowledge is impossible. Knowledge is possible, therefore God exists by modus tollens 1-2.
What? I'm sorry. What? You have to say that again. I had to make sure I heard that correctly. Can you say that again, please?
If God does not exist, knowledge is not possible. That's conditional. Premise 2: knowledge is possible. It's a modal argument. Conclusion God exists. Sorry, by modus tollens of premises 1 and 2.
Okay, so first things first. I just want to make sure I'm 100% understanding with this. You're telling me that like without God, knowledge does not exist. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, it's a necessary precondition.
It is not. That's the most ridiculous idea I've ever heard, honestly. Are you telling me that like without God, people cannot gain knowledge? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I think that's a fair interpretation of it.
That is the most insane thing I've ever actually heard, because that's basically telling me that like any other society out there that doesn't believe in a God cannot possibly gain knowledge, essentially. That's like telling me that, like, for example, if a person without knowledge about the concept of, like, for example, an inductive stove, if they touch a fire, therefore their skin is not going to become hot to touch, basically. It's the most ridiculous notion, essentially.
Well, no, they're utilizing their physicality that they don't believe in to touch the stove, and thus they're presupposing their physical nature. You know, they can't get away from it, just like you can't get away from knowledge. Therefore, God, because God grounds your knowledge.
But God does not ground my knowledge, actually. God does not grant me the fact that 2 + 2 = 4. It's based upon mathematicians that has given us this knowledge that 2 + 2 = 4. If God told us 2 + 2 = 5, but we disproved that, essentially, then does that mean God is more powerful than the person that says that 2 + 2 = 4, essentially? It's an insane notion, essentially.
Well, no, he has no desire to deviate from.
How do you know he has no desire?
Has he?
How can you interpret what God says?
Has he deviated from logic?
He has deviated from logic, because at
in
one
the universe
point
that deviates from logic that God substantiates. I don't know how you're going to prove that.
At one
so
point,
I'm looking
God
at your
actually
argument
interpreted that
here,
it was
Howdy, and it appears valid. Has this guy provided any substantial critique?
I think he said it. I think he like said it was dumb or something, and then his sort of appraisal seemed like confused and non-responsive.
So I thought he's the one that challenged you.
At one point, God determined that it was completely moral and accept.
Yeah, you wanna do a bloodbath with Howdy?
The fuck is a bloodbath anyway?
Do you have like 30 minutes to an hour to debate Howdy over tag?
What the fuck is tag again? Can you explain it to me? Fuck, I got 30 minutes. Right. Okay. All right. So at one point, God actually determined that it was morally permissible to own people as property. Do you consider that a morally sound argument?
I consider what you're saying as irrelevant to the topic.
No, that's not what I asked. I asked you a very specific question, and I would like you to answer that question.
I'm saying,
please.
Okay. So the topic. Sorry, I accidentally hid my camera. So the topic of this bloodbath is tag. So you're going to be debating the transcendental argument for God. It sounds like, with Howdy taking the affirmative that tag works, and Alex taking the negative, saying tag is dumb. So with that being said, in this bloodbath, let's keep it clean, no low blows. You can mute a debater for 1 minute for $1, so it's $1 a minute. If you are a debater and your opponent gets muted, you have to continue talking or you concede. So you have to keep the jibber jabber going if they get muted. What else? $25 to remove a debater for the show. $25 to add a debater to the bloodbath. Let's have a good, clean fight. Bloodbath engaged.
Well, first, define what tag means, actually.
That's wow, my mind's blanking. It's where you use the first letter of each thing, like acronym, sorry.